anniversary inside Salon 4 of Minneapolis, Minneapolis. It's the IFC Roast Of Pandez with Xander the Blue, Alkaline Wisdom, Austin. Master Eddie. And your beloved Canadian roastie, Pandez.
On stage, we love each other, we're doing this out of love, so beware, there might be 18 plus for a reason. The jokes are meant to hit people close, but everyone signed up for this, it's okay to laugh at. With that said, Pandez, this is your life, this is your roast, and just a few words. I'm glad your comedy career is reaching new heights, Pandez. How does it feel being the warm-up comic for Pixar movies? Behind every man is a strong mate. Behind Pandez is a large shadow. Pandez's first fetish was gags. Pandez, you identify yourself as a goofball, and we love that. And it makes sense, seeing as how you come from a land full of loonies. Pandez is into Harry Potter. He sometimes role plays it. His Horcrux is a 1-liter bottle of Diet Dr. Pepper. He even came up with his own spell. Anytime he yells, "Pass the pop and hang a Larry," a bowl of Kraft dinner and a bag of all-dressed Ruffles appears before him. One day, little Pandez got into the magazine. His father was very mad. He learned the N-word, Nabisco. And one last one. On one hot Friday night, Pandez attended an orgy. You could feel the steam coming off his top ramen after he popped The Trouble with Triples in the VCR. With that, I'm going to turn towards Xander here. We have Xander the Blue with us this evening. Please give a round of applause. Xander was one of the first people I met in the fandom, and it was really, really cool. I don't think either of us were really kind of big in anything, and I just thought it was really cool that we both kind of met and got to know each other before anything. We didn't do panels or anything. We were just starting the stand-up thing, and that was kind of how we met. And I learned that he cares a lot about health and aging well, and I love your advice on that. You single-handedly avoided gay death, and now you found the secret of aging. Instead of going over the hill, you drive into the lake. Just so you know, Xander's the only fur on this dais tonight who could drink Alizé, and this panel would still be a blur to him. And Xander also, Alkali's finally corrupted you, Xander, with these new diet schemes. Now you measure all your weight in pints. Xander's the only Illinois resident to pay his taxes and overdue commissions. And I just gotta say, I gotta congratulate you and out there, a match made in heaven. Just last night, you couldn't see where you left your keys, and he couldn't remember where you put them, so you both asked the mouse where the hell they were. I could say so much more about Xander, but anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful comedian of the Dragon Show, the three-headed monster, Xander the Blue!
mic. Oh, wow. Wow. I didn't know I was first. Oh, well.
I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Oh, man, give it up for your roast bag, Sir Iggy. You did a fantastic job. Like he said, I've known Iggy for a long time, and he's, he runs so many panels, he does so many things. It's funny, like his attitude, he's a real go-getter, but his beard says, "Go fund me." Iggy's a big fan of doing speed runs. Were you on a speed run when you bought that jacket too? We'll get to Des later. He's the man of the hour. Where is he? There he is. Yeah. But first, before we get to Des, we're going to turn our attention to all of our little panelists here. Huskoon, my man, my wrestling buddy. Give it up for Huskoon, yeah. Huskoon is very important to the staff, and you know what all the staff here says about Huskoon. Can't live with him, can't kill him. I looked at that line from True Lies, which is also a good description for his Twitter account. Oh man, it's funny. Huskoon is like Rocket Raccoon fucked a husky, and that husky had a Proud Boy. I love you. Lex Luthor. Dragger is my best friend, and a lot of people know about his big, bulbous ego. Everybody knows about his ego. Dragger's ego is so big, he wouldn't be more full of himself if he made a dildo out of his dick and sat on it. And Fur is a DJ that's a furry. What? I know. I know, isn't that crazy? No, Fur is awesome though. Like, you didn't know, like he's got an amazing, just weird sense of humor. Half the time I'm talking with him, I feel like I'm in a Tim and Eric bit or something. Crazy. And he takes these crazy photos of him like with no reaction, just going on roller coasters and stuff. I do it myself, but I don't have the ball. There's Alkali. Love my life. Oh man. Here we go. Growing up, I didn't think I'd fall for a gay Andre the Giant. I saw myself falling for Han Solo, but I ended up with Chewbacca. Everyone knows alcohol drinks, but you know what? If your liver kills you, it's going to be considered self-defense. Oh, Boozy! Hey, Boozy! Pleasure, yeah! A furry that drinks. What? Oh, Boozy's awesome. I just love that Or he just like, don't go there. That furry's a cult. And he comes back, he's like, the best damn cult in town. Yeah. Boozy, you can make all the dad jokes you like and everything, but everyone's still gonna cheer when the T-Rex eats the lawyer. And a lot of your fans are gonna jerk off to it too. Wow. Ooh, notices your T-Rex bulge. All right. And did I forget anyone? No? What? Oh yeah, it does. Thank God. No, I was making sure I didn't forget anyone before Des. Pandez is amazing. Everyone knows that. Oh my God, he's the man of the hour. crosses the border, he's trying to take one of our jobs. Not good in that, that's okay though. I mean, he sings, he dances, he does comedy, he runs cons, he helps with cons all the time. Is there anything this man won't do?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So the great thing is, Pandez is in our three-headed monster, and he's been performing with us for a long time. And a lot of his comedy was based on the fact that he was a virgin. Well, at the time, anyway. Yeah, well, yeah. Pandez, I know you're a panda, but you didn't have to fuck like one. But that's okay, he's not a virgin anymore because of magic! The funny thing is, most time when guys get into magic, they say virgin, so... I'm super happy for you, man, I really am. Like, I know you love memes, so you can just go ahead and fuck in front of me while I'm eating a salad. I'd be totally into it. Pandez used to have a joke about his, basically his cum, his dick was a syrup dispenser. So,
Yes.
yeah, enjoy those super sponsor gifts, guys. I can't say more about you that you're just the best. I love you so much.
Alright. So our next guest up here is going to be Boozy Badger. Let me just say a few things about him.
Fuck that.
Tough bitch. Boozy Badger is the only divorce lawyer in Kentucky offering the King Solomon 2-for-1 special. Also, Boozy advertises for clients down there by yelling, "Sweet!" And you know, so he does some pro bono work too. So Boozy Badger defends all kinds of fruits. Just the other day, he did an appeal for a banana. Boozy would like to... Not my problem. What are you doing? Oh, Boozy would like everyone to know he's not a furry, but he plays one in court. Tennis court. I'm just glad there's someone in the furry fandom that has less artistic talent than me. Boozy used to be a deck boss. He was promptly fired when he shuffled and cut the ship. And Ted Danson actually had something to say about you, something to say about Boozy. A lawyer walks into a bar every day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce a fine and respected gentleman, Boozy Badger!
Gotta do this for 5 minutes. Guys, let's hear it again for the poor man Zach Galifianakis over here. Charles Manson and Andy Kaufman had a love child. What the hell are you laughing at? I mean, it's nice of the Make-A-Wish Foundation to send you up here, but... Quality shows when he's wearing an suit. It's appropriate you have a bulge though, because your head looks like a giant cock. Oh, you think that's funny? You guys know Fur, right? He's the guy who was so busy that he had time to make hundreds of plastic dinosaurs. It's okay, I understand it. You need friends too. great Dean Martin. I'm glad you found furry because no one else was going to naturally let you be a macro, you motherfucker. Ladies and gentlemen, his wonderful mate, Xander the Blue, the only person I've ever met who sees better in a fursuit. You know what you hear in their bedroom all the time? They sing the national anthem. Oh, hey, can't you see? Let's move on to my favorite person up here. You guys know Huskoon, right?
Yeah!
You know he has like 9 fursuits, you know why? So he can act like he has 10 friends. Huskoon's one of those guys where when they complained about Trump's tweets, he said, hold my beer. I am impressed because your Twitter account is the only one I've ever seen that FEMA has declared a disaster. I'm not kidding. Huskoon, you are a benefit to the furry fandom. And the same way a punching bag is a benefit to a gym.
Thank you!
We all know that if Trump ever goes furry, that's the motherfucker he's following. Your turn! You guys see that picture up there, right?
Yeah.
You see he had a mustache?
Yeah.
You know why he doesn't now? They made him get rid of the panel van. Pandez, you are one of the 2 worst things to come out of Canada. You and Celine Dion. I love him. Pandez is actually very highly educated. He's a very good man. He became a pharmacist. It takes years of training.
Yeah.
So you have to give him credit because he heard there was a pill to make his dick bigger and he went right for it. I have to hand it to you, sir, though. You are an original and creative person. Okay? Of all the things that you could be, you chose the black and white animal. But in all serious, guys, Pandez, you're a wonderful human being. Thank you so much for being here.
That was wonderful. Thank you. So, moving on to the person who has the most unique name in the fandom, Fur. Fur and I, we kind of wanted, we were trying to figure out, how this roast was all going to work, and he said he was having, you're having some difficulty writing material for me, and I said, well, it's not very hard to write material for you, because you're comprised mostly of hot air and pull toy vinyl. Fur could turn into many things, a fur truck, a fur extinguisher, but not the antidote. Being a DJ is the closest Fur's ever been to a BJ. And sometimes Fur's actually a cow, and it was surprising to learn this because I wasn't aware Fur was grade A material. Just so you know, Fur's udders will be supplying the salty butter for your popcorn this evening, including the full supply of Come At Me Bro. We will never need to do a roast of Fur because Fur is a burn victim every week. Don't worry. So for the after party, we already got your order in. This is 48 to 72 hours IV fluid good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a photographer, a DJ, or whatever, maker of cool gadgets, Fur!
First things first, I gotta get the formality out of the way. Out the line! Oh, you still have that! Let's go to Tail Smoothie from First Square. Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Thanks for Alright, so I'm really glad this is an 18+ convention because I gotta get this right out of the way. Fuck you! I had 3 minutes on you being unemployed and you had to go get a fucking job! For those of you who don't know, he and I both became unemployed literally the same day. So I am still a professional furry, which means I don't have a job. So now, instead of that, I gotta rag on the rest of these guys for a little bit. Oh my god. I mean, to be fair, it's really not all that difficult because honestly, I've been on stage with most of these guys many, many hours at many, many conventions. On this stage, completely honestly, we have some of the best performers in the fandom, and Iggy. We have some We have some of the most humble people in the fandom, some of the people that have worked the hardest and Alkali. And completely honestly, like some of these people, like I've known them forever. They are some of the nicest, most kind-hearted people, and Husky. I like how you're laughing so much, Alkali. Everyone, you all know Alkali, because Alkali is the guy who butts his way into every single panel possible. You might know him from The Dragon Show. You might know him from Dungeons & Dragons. You might know him from Cooking with Alkali. You might know him from Gaming with Alkali. You might know him from whatever YouTube fad he's trying to follow to get that sweet, sweet internet money. Yeah.
Hey.
Alkali, I've known you for a decade. You're still on me. Sorry. Oh, man. But Alkali, I can mean this because I was once Alkali and Xander's roommates at like 3 different conventions. I can tell you this for a fact. Alkali is half the man that Xander is. There you go. I love Xander so much. Xander is like, you see him, you watch a YouTube video of him on stage, and he sits here and he's talking, he's so cute, he's adorable. He had this wonderful bit he did a while ago about how he was talking about his summer vacation. And then it just became worse and worse and worse. And then all of a sudden you realize, I'm watching a dragon on stage who looks like he could be out of Sesame Street. Tell me about Cunnilingus.
Oh my god.
And then of course we got Boozy Badger. God, who would have thunk that the newest, brightest star in the furry fandom would be a 50-something-year-old lawyer from Pennsylvania? I like how Boozy's now a force to be reckoned with, because if you do something wrong, he'll write a blog about you. Seriously, everyone seems to have fallen in love. Wait, actually, hold on. Iggy, how old are you?
3.
Jesus Christ, I think...
I heard your joke, asshole!
No, but honestly, Boozy, it's going to be amazing being guest of honor with you at Motor City FurCon. By the way, this is the longest we've been in the same room together. This is going to be great. Oh, man. Dude, speaking of guests of honor, Iggy, First Square is coming up guest of honor. Congratulations, Iggy. You won the participation trophy of guest of honor. Seriously, getting GOH at First Square is like being the skinniest kid at Fat Camp. Oh, man. I mean, to be fair, we had Sima, we had me. You're really kind of up in the ante as far as... If I may give you a piece of advice, the biggest thing you have to figure out is what stupid goddamn meme First Square is going to pull up this year. Whether it's the kale thing, the Church of Adam, the thing with the mannequins. Hopefully it's showering this year.
Please,
I succumbed to testicular cancer. And it was really hard explaining to people exactly what I went through. Until I found a picture of Dragger out. Oh, it made things so much easier. Dragger, I've got to thank you for that. Did I miss it? Oh, of course, Huskoon. Just say you're a white supremacist. You're gonna lose none of your Twitter followers. They have you muted already. Seriously, Huskoon. Is there one thing that I swear, if everyone's new thing was like going outside, you'd be like, I love being indoors. I love doing this. It's so great. You're such a contrarian. Just seriously, Mom, just say, I'm the opposite of Dio and be done with it. But Des, the man of the honor, you're okay. Thank you guys so much. My name's Carl. I'll be better next time.
Well, this panel's going well. All right, so we're gonna turn now towards Huskoon, our director of programming. So if you didn't know, if you follow the story, you probably know. Huskoon's big into sports and Olive Garden. I'm sure that comes as no surprise. If there's nothing Huskoon loves more than unlimited breadsticks, it's unlimited balls. Huskoon's primary pickup line, in fact, is "I'd like to eat your Alfredo sauce." Huskoon's position, if you didn't know, was on his high school football team was bench warmer, where he constantly sat on wood. Good news. Occasionally you'd be subbed in at scorekeeper. What the shit? Hey, just like the Ohio State Buckeyes, Huskoon always looks better on paper. Huskoon was at a party once, said, "I'm having a ball," and his friend yelled, "You're eating too fast." And also, if you didn't know, Huskoon's a math nut. He's a math nut. He describes his persona's size in scientific notation. You'd think Huskoon is into paws, since he's rather good at putting his foot in his mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite your director of programming, Huskoon! All right, first off, I'd like to thank my one black friend for showing up tonight. Great of you. But Jesus, this panel, this is as white as male as a Fortune 500 meeting. Do you seriously not have any friends who are people of color or women? What is wrong with you? Standard. Oh my God. We might as well be at a country music concert with this makeup here. But who's like to share stage it? First off, you're an asshole. Like, we're all fat fucks here. You're just trying to make us look bad. I mean, you can't make us look bad when it comes to work ethic, when it comes to motivation, when it comes to anything else in life. But goddamn it, you don't eat anything, so you make us all look fat. Which is perfect for this twink lover here at the end outline. I mean, I know how you got your idea for Who's Line. You're just doing a line of cocaine. It's like, hey, whose is this time?
Look at how solid.
And Boozy, congratulations, you finally broke 10,000 Twitter followers. But have you gotten a girl fired from an internship at NASA and then tried to get it back? Your time's numbered, my friend. Hi, Bert.
Hi.
You know what's really sad? Like, you run the worst Twitter account on the planet. Like, who would go to first word? You know what's really worse, though? What's really awful is that there's actually someone who tries to aspire to be you on Twitter.
Like, that's like trying for one of these teenagers to aspire to be BoJack Horseman. And Xander, I wouldn't make fun of you for being a communist, being a socialist, being this lovey-dovey thing, but hell, people love you for it, so. But you're the MC. It's nice that you wore a suit. Now, if you could only wash your hair, trim your beard, take a shower once in a while, brush your teeth, wear deodorant, man, what's it gonna take to get you to do all that? A funeral? But we have Pandez. Hi, Pandez. So we have to go with the easy jokes here. So you know why they don't measure your waistline in miles? Because they're Canadian, they do it in kilometers. You guys think you're so great. You Canadians think you're so great. You think because we're polite, we have free health care. But it snows all the time and we love playing in the snow. Well, you know what? We had a black president first. I may not have voted for him, but we still beat you to that.
Jesus Christ!
And really, you know, I love how you come up with Panda though. It's perfect for you. Like people, you know, they get inspiration from different areas for why they are what they are. You know, mythological creatures like, you know, dragons, that's pretty cool. You know, bird likes skunks and likes udders. So, you know, that actually makes sense. You were hungry when you were at Panda Express one day. But one thing I do love is how we really started bonding when I started baking more cookies. True story. I want more Husk cookies, more Husk cookies. And it's like, you do realize that there are starving kids who aren't paying their rent this month to be at IFC. They could use some food too.
Whoa!
But in all seriousness, you are an amazing person. For all your flaws, and holy crap, I mean, there's not as many as I have. But for all your flaws, you're an inspirational person. You're a kind person, which I cannot be. It's genetically impossible. And you are a leader. And for some reason, these people all love you. So for everything you have meant to all the cons that you've worked for, everything you've meant to me as a friend and as a coworker and as a con chair, thank you so much.
Now we turn our attention to the Jolly Green Giant. Every time I see that movie, what's that movie in the future? I don't remember what it's called. But they go into Taco Bell, and I think of you every single time.
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man, thank you. All right, so I really got to hand it to you, Alkali. Never in my life did I think people would trust their money with someone who dresses like a magician. Alkali is a very special parent. He's a very special parent. He's the only one to ever forget where he left his wallet, yet always has an expired coupon for Sizzler. And I'm glad the success between you and Xander with the Dragon Show continues. You got an endorsement deal with the GPS manufacturer, but it was canceled when the test unit had existential crisis. Anytime you asked it where it was, it said, "You're not here!" Alkali is the only man to ever be thrown out of a strip club for being too tall to ride. Speaking of endorsement deals, I heard you have a new children's book. I don't know if it was community service hours or what, but the title of the book was 1 Tequila, 2 Tequila, 3 Tequila, Floor. I learned some new things about you the other year at MFF. Did you know that Alkali's into pony play? I asked him a question at a con once and he couldn't reply because his voice was too hoarse. I'm just kidding. Alkali is well known for being able to both raise his voice and raise his glass. today that alkali has children. He will yell into the back seat, I swear to God, if I have to stop following this yellow school bus and turn this preacher around back to horseback, I'm going to have you draw next to your super sponsor poster. And we all know that alkali is the only person who would ever want alkali's liver is Evel Knievel. And now, your ferret, your chairman of First Squared and everything else, Alkali, Miss Boo!
Thanks. Cheers. Here we go. Guys, let's give it up for our roast master, Iggy. So proud of the furry fandom doing community outreach and bringing in the homeless. What? Did you just yell, build a wall? He's a dinosaur. Haven't you ever watched Titan AE, which is not the name of that cartoon? Dragor's hanging out up here. Dragor's one of my favorite people to put at these panels because usually these panels are myself, Pandez, Boozy. We need Dragor just so we can fit behind a single table. Dragor is the colon in the middle of a paragraph. You don't really notice him, but without him, the sentence just goes on and on. Once saw an old woman rub Dragor's head for luck. Not the one he puts the hat on. And he liked it. Fur is the equivalency of Chicago weather. Wait 10 minutes and he'll be injured. There's a Twitter account out there for Fur. It's Is Fur Injured. It was banned from Twitter because it was a hate crime. Twitter decided no mortal man could ever be that hurt when he started posting pictures of when he was bit by a brown recluse twice. There's no joke there. The joke at this point is life. Thank you, Darwinism. By the way, he was second-year guest of honor at First Squared. Iggy, bury him. I've been writing all my set while I've been sitting there in a Telegram chat with my people I live with, and they're all responding, what the hell is wrong with you? Definitely don't say this one, so here we go. Huskoon! Huskoon, have you guys ever flown Southwest?
Yeah.
Southwest does not have assigned seating except for Huskoon. He's always placed right over the right wing. Huskoon Pandez was the convention chairman here for 3 years. He built this convention. Pandez is one of the reasons that this is one of the greatest conventions in the fandom. And you couldn't give him main events for his roast? Pandez is a very fine programming director. Unfortunately, he lost his baton and just started randomly putting shit into rooms. But it worked out really well because most of you are trying to outdrink me, so you're not noticing. My mate is here. My mate who came up here and absolutely killed. There's not a lot of bad things I can say about him, but I can write them down and he'd never be able to read it, so here we go. My mate is like a tornado of shit inside of my house. I have had more property damage than him than New Orleans did in trail off your sentence here so you don't get shot. The Badger. The Badger, a man who could never find a mate without going online and writing a profile. Luckily, it ended with a quotation mark. You know, Xander, I think you would have done really well dating Boozy Barrister. You went out with me, so now we know your type. Any gay. monster. Myself, Xander, and you. I always thought that we could have gone into a solo act. We could call it the Cholesterols. If we go on for more than 10 years, you know, to the point where we're not able to walk under our own fat weight, we could be the Little Rascals and come out on their scooters. Pandez is insane. I drink scotch, I drink tequila, I drink finer things. This guy mixes Malibu and Dr. Pepper. Now I understand why Four Loko loves you so much. You are legitimately crazy. I just keep seeing where I wrote down the word right wing like 5 times. I also wrote down child services for no reason. I have no idea what that could have possibly meant. Pandez is an incredibly talented comedian. He is so talented that he's actually got a pitch for a show, which is at the bottom of this chat, which just turned off. So I'm going to start making this shit up. Pandez is going to be the new star of the show, Keeping Up with the Carcinogens. Pandez, as next con chair, you see everything. You can see a problem happening before it starts. You can see when Con Suite needs more room. You can see when I'm struggling on stage and you need to take over. The only thing you can't see is your dick. Which is fine because me and mine have never met. I am under the assumption right now that my genitalia and Pandez's are hanging out somewhere, drinking. You know what, I can't do this. I can't. I have nothing but respect for you. I have had that for years. I met this gentleman at pre-Motor City, at FCN, years ago. We only met for a moment, yet he was somebody I remember, mainly because you were wearing a Sully suit. And I thought, I'd hit that. I'll take that, Monsters Incorporated. You know what it comes down to? Pandez is one of the nicest, kindest, most genuine people. And that means the world to me. When we started the Three-Headed Monster, we knew that we wanted Pandez out there because he gave it credence. He brought something to that stage that myself, that Xander, that most people couldn't. And that is the fact that when Pandez does comedy, he writes it, he produces it, he thinks about it. But in the end, you get Pandez. Pandez, you are single-handedly the most real person I have ever met in my life. I am a better man for knowing you, and I can't make fun of you. I can't do it, but I know someone who can. Pandez the Virgin had a microscopic cock. He had some friends who tried to help him out, but he was too small to dock. Pandez the Virgin knew he'd never ever get laid. I can't read my writing. So he spent his time running furry cons for which he never got paid. Then one day at an IFC, a girl came up and said, "Oh, Pandez, I just adore you. Won't you come join me in bed?" Something, the phone just turned itself right off. The last time you had an encounter, there was a guy who said, "Turn your head and cough." Guys, let's give it up for Pandez!
That was just great. We have one more contestant.
I'm the host.
Now.
There's a prize.
Drag her, everyone. Drag her. I know what you're doing. Now first, moving on to hurt other people. So, the only reason Dragger tried weed was to feel 3 feet higher. He's also also a programmer by trade, so it's also without question why he got into programming. He sees hash tables on a daily basis.
Fuck you, that's funny.
Yeah, a lot of them are gonna be like that, asshole. When you look at Dragger, there's no question who won the Battle of the Bulge. We love our demon Dragger a lot, but we're quite aware of how impatient he can be. Back in childhood, Dragger's countenance used to be mistaken for a peach. Not anymore.
Oh, you're bad.
Only Dragger will get this joke. Don't talk to me or my inherited members ever again. Dragger's place is the gayest place I've ever been in. The moment you walk in, all the lights are programmed to cycle in rainbow colors. Liberace himself plays 70s funk porn music in the background. It was my dream until I learned the only snacks he had were his cheese balls. Dragger actually forgot his clothes for this convention, but it wasn't a problem. He just printed another one. This is just a friendly reminder to Dragger as well, which most of you won't get. He's still losing. He's also up for this roast.
Damn it!
Ladies and gentlemen, a dear friend of mine, Dragger!
So we had a little bit of taste. You all like Pandez's songs, right?
Yeah!
Well, let's keep going with that. Let's bring a special guest up. Citrine, can you join us? Citrine! AP, what are we doing with this? Where's he going?
Yeah, where are we going to set up?
It's okay, we're doing good so far. I didn't run into anybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mr. Magoo!
All right. This is not going to be good, but oh well.
Hasn't stopped her before.
No, it has not. Before I get going, one last thing. With apologies to Don McLean.
Oh no!
A long, long time ago, at FCN 2008, Paul was at his first con. He looked around and all he saw, all the furries getting their party on, and maybe he could join them for a while. But registration made him shiver, a badge name he must deliver. Use the keyboard, staff says. He came up with Pandez. He looked around with open eyes. The glimpse of top hat gave surprise, and something touched him deep inside. He knew he'd get on stage. So try up on stage tonight. Make some furries at a panel joke and laugh till they cry. And give it all just for you and I. Saying soon I'll be a comedy guy. Soon I'll be a comedy guy. Let's all thank Indeed for this roast. I lift my glass and give a toast, but his puns, they make me groan, oy vey. And birds meets jokes and that takes balls. It's too bad that they are metaphorical. Could really print a few. Then Huskoon shot off his mouth again. He should lock his Twitter then. A witch hunt gathering crew. Hey, at least it isn't two. Our dragon can pull him from a magic land and find whose keys he has in hand. Oh no, they're alkalized. So try up on stage tonight. Make some furries at the panel, jump and laugh till they cry. And give it all just for you and I. Saying soon I'll be a comedy guy. Soon I'll be a comedy guy. Here Pandez, who's so nice. Well, I hope you all had fun tonight. At least I did, and that's alright. Here's some French, and that I'll say, it's just s'il vous plaît. To my friends I admire most, congrats for doing this silly roast, where at the end it's time to coast. I'm out of lines to say. So try up on stage tonight, make some curries and the band will jump and laugh till they cry. And give it all just for you and I, saying soon I'll be a comedy guy. Soon I'll be a comedy guy. Alright guys, you all know the lyrics to this. Either do this one, the real song, or the Weird Al one. Ready?
Now that brings us to our fur of the hour.
No, I'm here.
Which time is it? I'm glad you met I'm glad you met Magic Pandez, because up until now, all the speed dating you've done only had a connection with the free Wi-Fi. You are a fur that has done great service to our fandom. Really innovative ideas as a cons marketing director here at IFC. Your most noteworthy accomplishment was being the first chairman to ban fursuiting in the hotel lobby. The closest Pandez has ever been to an erection is hearing Spock say, "Beam me up." And you're also the only fur that makes your Four Loko in Malibu a double-double. But seriously, Pandez, you are a wonderful fur man person. Your jokes are always on point. You are always looking at the bright side of things. But most importantly, your heart is beyond the size of this room, and I hope everyone here realizes that. Bring to everyone, please welcome the fur of this hour, the fur of every hour, Pandez, to the microphone.
Wow, how do I follow any of that? That was crazy. Oh my goodness. Iggy, Roastmaster General. For those of you who don't know, he was part of the Harry Potter series, playing Dumbledore. Crackhead brother.
I still have my teeth.
Sorry, heroin addicted brother. Fur. You get injured constantly. That's something that was brought up earlier. There is a Twitter @isforinjured. I think your greatest accomplishment in this fandom is, of course, when I invited you up to the roof of the Motor City Hotel to take pictures of the parade, and you didn't fall off the roof. Congratulations. I tweeted that you were coming up to the roof, and @isforinjured just tweeted, "Oh shit." Huskoon. What can I say about Huskoon that all of Twitter has not said about Huskoon? I can't even begin. Xander? crash into your car, you draw dragons for a living, you are the living embodiment of Asian cultural appropriation. If you were any more Asian, husband would be trying to sleep with you. Boozy! 2 years ago, you were a respected professional with a blog from a lawyer, and now you go to furry cons and sell shirts with cute badgers on them. Congratulations, you are furry. So, for Dragor and Alkali, I have a little something different. It's not so much a roast kind of a thing, it's more of a story. Let's start with Dragor. Now, with Dragor, this has nothing to do with chlorine, but I do refer to this story as the MFF gas attack. Picture it, Dragor and I, on the elevator, on the top floor of the MFF hotel. We get on, getting ready to head down to the lobby. We have a panel or something. And as the doors start to close, I hear... and him start to giggle. I'm just like, oh, whatever, it's just 10 floors. The elevator goes down 1 floor to floor 9. The elevator doors open in, and 2 people walk in, causing the air to push upward, and it reaches me. Both Dragor and I are now in horror shock, going, oh God, no. But it has not reached the other 2 yet. Not until right after the doors close. As we start to descend, I hear them go, what? The very next floor, floor 8. 2 fursuiters come in.
Oh no!
We are now getting fairly full in the elevator, making the humidity rise almost immediately, and recirculating the air once again. Everyone in the back is putting their hand over their mouths, trying not to breathe. And once again, the doors close and all the new people go, oh God! And the people in the middle go, I don't know, man. One more floor down and the doors open again. Someone tries to get in. And as the doors start to close, they catch it. The odor. And they fling themselves out of the door, screaming, and we just go, why didn't we do that? The doors open 1 more floor down.
Oh my God!
Someone tries to step on, but they can tell before they even get in. Oh, hell no. The very next floor again. Everyone on the elevator, save for me and Dragor, go, screw this, we're walking down the stairs, I don't give a shit, and flee out of the elevator. Somehow the next 2, 3 floors, whatever it is, goes by. He is just crying and giggling at the same time.
Give me a break.
We get to the lower lobby and practically fling ourselves out the elevator going, oh, that was terrible. Being the lower lobby, there is of course a line for the elevator where 8 people immediately get in, and as the doors start to close, we hear, oh God, no! I turn to stare at him which I will now read verbatim.
Oh no! No, 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 no!
Holy shit. Holy shit, you won't believe what just happened. Des, I just got back to the room. After whose line, I took off my jacket and top hat and there was a knock at my door. I go over and I peek through the hole going, who's disturbing me here in my room? I just need a few minutes to relax. And there he was. Hottie McFuckme. I still don't know his real name, but that is what I've been calling him all convention. I opened the door to say hello to this person that I have chatted with once or twice. There is no verbiage, just a quick lock of eyes. And we both know what's about to happen. He hit me like a football player and carried me into the room over his shoulder where he threw me down on the bed. I didn't know what to say. As I hear the door click behind him, it was then he drew out his mighty weapon. That's not a euphemism. He drew a katana off of his back. A katana. A fucking katana. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. He laid it gently on my chest. And I just stood there and went, laid there and went, yes. We then had the most mind-blowing, quietest sex known to mankind. People came into the room next door and started sewing. We could hear the stitching. It was the craziest, quietest sex I've ever had in my life. My reply, oh my God, holy shit, are you okay? Also, that did not answer the question I just asked you. The pizza is here, do you want some? To which he replied, of course it does. A, I had wild, crazy, quiet katana sex. I'm fucking hungry. And B, if you ordered from the deep dish place that forgot to cut it last year, it's okay. We have a katana. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolute honor to be up here and be roasted and roast my fellow furs up here on stage. To have been given the opportunities I have in this band is mind-blowing, and to know that so many of you are here to laugh along with us and at us, it warms my heart. So to all of my roasters, to all of you in the audience, to YouTube, hi YouTube, I say thank you very much.
Silver Gato Man, he bought me a coffee. Silver Gato Man, here is the song for thee. He likes to video all the panels at the cons. You should go and watch them whether they are short or long. Silver Gato Man, you video that's not a jibe. All of you go to his YouTube channel and like and subscribe.